Here's what happened at the final round of the 2023 FIM Motocross World Championship, the British Grand Prix, the MXGP of Great Britain at Matterley Basin. MX2 race 1, and it was Simon Langenfelder who crossed the Foxhole shot line ahead of everybody else for the 11th time this season. Behind him was Andrea Adamo, and emerging into third, Thibaut Beneston, Jago Geerts and Kevin Horgmo. But at the top of the next hill, Adamo lost 2 positions as he ran off the track. Beneston and Geerts capitalising. Just behind them, Rome van der Moostijk in 5th place. But on the charge, briefly, the 74 of Kai de Wolf. He moved into 6th with that move on Horgmo, who then fell a lap later down to 11th, allowing a handful of riders to move on by. Sacha Koonen then fell. He would eventually come home in 17th place. A simple tip over in the penultimate corner. Horgmo then rectified his earlier mistake with this pass on Lucas Koonen to go into 10th. Same corner where he made the mistake. That's where he would finish. And then things really started to heat up. Langenfelder on the ropes. Beneston there chasing him down. Geerts third. This all on the final lap. Geerts trying to find a way past his teammate. And then uphill for the final time. Geerts just got a break. A back marker between them. Beneston just hung on for second from Geerts. That's how it finished. Langenfelder with his 8th win of the season. How much closer could you get? MX2 race 2. This time it was Liam Everts with his 4th Foxhole shot of the line of the year. He went around the outside of Sacha Koonen. Rick Elzinga emerged in 2nd position briefly. Koonen, though, ran the outside. And Adamo not too far back either. He emerged in around about 5th place early on, but really started to make ground. He snuck up the inside of Langenfelder and one of the Yamahas, Elzinga, I think, and then he got himself into 3rd. It was a KTM 1-2-3 at that point in the race. Langenfelder going for 2nd in the championship, so too Geerts, just 3 points separating those two before the start of the race. And then, at the end of the opening lap, Adamo got himself into 2nd. And then, at the end of the next straight, Sacha Koonen outbraked himself, almost took out his teammate. Koonen eventually came home in 17th place. Liam Everts then, his lead at the front, lasted just for 1 lap before Kai de Wolf went through on lap 2. Adamo then got the better of his teammate a lap or so later to move into 2nd. Langenfelder there under attack. At this moment he had a 5-point advantage over Geerts, 2nd in the championship, but then Geerts was on a roll. He found his way past the German and then Everts to move into 3rd place. That was lap 4. And then about 8 laps later, he managed to get under the wheel of Adamo and started to close in as Langenfelder moved down the inside of Everts. That was for 4th place, just around the halfway mark. 3 laps to go. Geerts down the inside of Adamo to move into 2nd. And then he went after Kai de Wolf, who had led from lap 2. But on lap 13, the Yamaha man eased by the Husqvarna rider. Geerts was your new leader with 2 to go. De Wolf 2nd, Adamo 3rd. That's how it finished. Langenfelder 4th and Everts 5th. But a fantastic way to round out his MX2 career with a race win and a Grand Prix victory for Jago Geerts. He goes 3-1 for his 24th victory in his 55th podium. Langenfelder a 1-4, Adamo 4-3 for the final podium of the year. Adamo, of course, world champion. Geerts got the better of Langenfelder. Look at that, 4 points in it between 2nd and 3rd. Everts and Koonen rounded out the top 5. But your podium here today, Jago Geerts, Simon Langenfelder, Andrea Adamo. We also did the gold medal ceremony as well, the final championship positions. Of course, Andrea Adamo, Jago Geerts and Simon Langenfelder, your top 3 in MX2 in 2023.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe I was not the fastest, like I said many times, but I was the consistent one. So yeah, that helped me a lot to reach my goal. So I'm really happy, and we ended up our season really in a good way. So I'm more than happy.
In MXGP race 1, despite the usual hustle and bustle, and Prado getting there early, around the outside, Glenn Koldenoff just out-dragged the Gas rider for his 4th Foxhole shot of the year. Prado was there in 2nd, Geiser 3rd, Fernandez 4th. Guillaume, Fevre, and Seewer also close behind. Prado thought he got the lead though, but on the exit of turn 4, Koldenhoff struck back, regained the lead, and he would stay there for 11 laps. Prado then in that second position behind Koldenhoff. Geiser there in third place. And then Prado fell on lap 6. He re-emerged in fourth place. Koldenhoff led, Geiser second, Seewer then third. Kevin Verlanderen fell from 8th. He picked himself up and regained 8th and came back to 7th in the latter stages of the race. With 3 to go, Tim Geiser forced his way down the inside of Koldenhoff to take over the lead. And around the same time, Seewer had also closed in on his teammate, thought he'd made the pass stick for second. Koldenhoff kept him waiting. And then with a lap to go, Jeremy Seewer did get the better of Glenn Koldenhoff, and he did move into second position, the same pass that Geiser put on him 3 laps earlier. Prado was gaining in fourth. Fevre just ran out of time as he closed in 5th place as well, but for the second time this year, Tim Geiser, a race winner from Jeremy Seewer, Glenn Koldenhoff, Jorge Prado, and Romain Fevre. MXGP Race 2. Once again, Prado to the inside, thought he'd creep around there, but just as we did in Race 1, Glenn Koldenhoff, this time with foxhole shot number 5. Bottom of the next hill though, Prado ran it down the inside, put the spooks on the Dutchman. He ran wide, and then Prado went down. He would eventually come home in 18th place. Koldenhoff led, Geiser second, Fernandez third, Guillaume fourth, Seewer and Fevre close behind there as well. Jeremy Seewer then got the better of Fernandez on lap 2. That put him up in a third place, where he would stay for another couple of laps. Romain Fevre also found his way past the Spaniard to move into fourth. That was on lap 3. And then we had a change for the lead on lap 3 as well. Tim Geiser tripled his way in and passed Glenn Koldenhoff, who was now second, but not for long. His teammate came by on lap 5. That was Seewer moving past the Hoff. He would stay there for another 4 laps. Fevre then, cute inside line, up the inside of Koldenhoff to move up into third, as Calvin Verlanderen found his way past Valentin Guillaume for 6th, and that's where he would stay when the flag fell. A late resurgence in the second half of the race. Ruben Fernandez going by Koldenhoff for 4th place at the halfway stage. Fevre up into second a couple of laps later with that move on Seewer. And then on the final lap, Jeremy Seewer lost a few seconds, so not sure if he was cruising, but Fernandez forced his way into third, pushing Seewer down to 4th. But it was a comfortable win, a 1-1 win for Tim Geiser. Fevre second, Fernandez third, Seewer, Koldenhoff and Verlanderen. And for Tim Geiser, his first 1-1 of his short season, his 44th career victory. Jeremy Seewer second overall with a second and a 4th, his 56th career podium, and Romain Fevre 5th and a 2nd, podium number 67 for the Frenchman. The championship then finished like this: Jorge Prado, Romain Fevre, Jeremy Seewer, Glenn Koldenhoff and Ruben Fernandez. Mitch Covington on hand to deliver the winner's trophy to Tim Geiser. The gold plate, of course, belonged to Jorge Prado, and as well as the overall podium ceremony, the final championship podium as well. Jorge Prado, Romain Fevre and Jeremy Seewer.
It was a great season. It was a pity at this last round. I felt like I had a very good speed, and like I showed first moto, even with the crash, I came back to the guys on top. So I was expecting to do even a better moto in the second one, and a little tip over in the second corner. But it was a great year. I can't ask for anything better. This was the main goal, and we got it done. So I'm super happy. Thanks to the whole Red Bull Gas Factory Racing team, everybody behind me, because this is so great. Thanks, guys.